Hey,
Hey, you keeping warm over there?
it's winter.
Yeah, we could tell by looking at you. Oh my God. Are you cold?
I guess we're talking about staying warm today.
Well, you got to be
Yeah,
warm wearing that outfit.
I am, but by the time we finish with the show, I'm sure I'll be plenty warm. No, we thought we'd talk a little bit about staying warm, considering that it is winter time across the country, and in many places it is downright frigid. And so we thought talk about different ways of staying warm. I mean, one of them, that toddy right behind us, that looks good. That's one way to keep warm on
Hot
the
toddy.
inside.
Have you ever had a hot toddy?
I think I've had a hot
I
toddy.
don't
I'm not
think I've ever
exactly
had a
sure
hot
what it
toddy.
is.
Yeah.
What is a toddy? Was it
It's got to have some liqueur in it or
did
liquor,
it? Oh, I don't
doesn't
know.
it?
I don't know.
Is it honey,
I thought it
honey
was
with
something,
liquor in it?
it was tea based, and then you put stuff in the tea and all to make a
Well, if I
toddy.
had my phone, I'd Google it. But I
Huh?
don't. I don't. I don't have
I've
it.
got a phone here. I'm not sure, but maybe one of our listeners will write in and say, "Oh yes, my mother used to give me a toddy all the time,
No, we did hot
a hot
chocolate.
hot toddy." Well, hot
Hot
chocolate,
chocolate.
yeah, yeah.
That was our go-to.
Well, in fact, sometimes we used to fake a sore throat just so we'd get some hot chocolate. My
Yeah, that
throat,
sounds like you.
little raspy,
Yeah.
mom. I think I need some Nestle's Quick.
Oh God, that was awful.
It
Yucko.
was.
Yes. Yeah, I tried
I'm
that.
coughing. See, I'm
I tried
getting.
that once after you said that you had tried it as a kid, and I thought it was delicious.
I remember. I
Sorry,
remember
Nestle's.
when we first moved here, we thought
Oh,
when our grandson comes over and maybe he'd like to have some hot chocolate. And we went out, we bought a little canister of well, I'll say it,
was it?
Nestle's Quick. And would you like some hot chocolate? Oh yeah, we made it. He took one sip of it. He went.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
It's,
There's hot chocolate and there's hot chocolate.
yes.
Anyway,
But
welcome.
that's
I
one
don't
way to
think
stay
we.
warm from the inside. Me, of course, I'm a coffee guy, and it doesn't matter if I'm chilled during the day. I'll make a cup of coffee.
Yeah, but too much cup of coffee. Tea would be better. We should be
Okay.
drinking more tea.
Well, some people like coffee, some like tea, some like you know just like having cold coffee in the summertime. People have hot coffee, but there's lots of hot drinks, especially this time of the year. There's um, liqueurs,
Yes, that's what
warm
I said.
liqueurs and brandy and all
Mhm.
that will eat you up. There's other
I
things like I know peppermint schnapps. Boy, peppermint schnapps, you take just a little sip of that and you just feel the warm go right down to your toenails.
and it's I guess maybe that would help. I think of it as just doing more on the inside and not helping from my hands or my feet or my general
Well,
body. But
there's
I guess
there's
maybe it would.
always those times where you've got to step out of the house.
I guess,
And for
yes.
us, it's to walk the dog. And of course, the dog has her own wardrobe of everything from just lightweight sweaters
Oh,
to
yes.
to parkas.
She's a fashionista.
Yeah, with the parkas that are fleece lined on the inside to keep her cold. And we put on our parkas and nice.
So with all the mugs we have and thermos, you could actually be walking her and drinking at the same time.
Yeah, if I had a free hand,
Yeah, I suppose.
but if I got one hand on a coffee mug and I got another hand on the leash,
Yeah.
and I have to pick up the
Yeah, we know
on
what.
on the
Yeah,
ground,
thank you. That's
I
enough.
need a third hand.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Hmm.
Normally I'd offer, but it depends on the temperature.
Yeah, I'd say, okay, well, come on, why don't you come walk with me? Are you kidding?
Well, but there's been times that I've gone out without you, and
well,
it can be difficult. But
then you
having
then
said
you have
that,
the thermal gloves, and there's gloves, there's
yeah,
mittens.
yeah.
Remember the muffs?
Oh, I have a muff still.
Do you still have
Oh,
a muff?
yes.
That the women used to use them. In
Oh,
fact,
love it.
everybody says, "Oh yeah, yeah," but a guy wouldn't use a muff. Watch a football game.
Yeah, they do have muffs for
The
guys.
quarterback,
Yeah.
when he's not throwing that pass, he's got his hand inside of which
Yeah.
term is.
Yeah. But I'd
Speaking
rather
of
put on
football,
a
do
pair
I
of
look like
gloves.
Terry Bradshaw. Yeah, my outfit reminds me of Terry Bradshaw.
You're much better looking than Terry
What?
Bradshaw.
Oh, Terry Bradshaw's pretty good looking.
No, I don't
He's
really
he's
think
a
so.
cool guy.
No, I don't really think
Yeah,
so. No.
but he's
a cool guy.
got a nice beard, and he usually wears a cap like this sometimes.
You're sexier.
I don't. Oh
You're
boy,
sexier.
no.
But
What an endorsement! I'm
You are.
sexier than Terry Bradshaw on opposite Saxes.
But I want to tell everybody what you bought me last year.
Oh yeah,
And it was kind of late in the year, so I didn't get a chance to use them. These are, I don't think you can really see
yeah.
it.
You can put it here.
Heated bed socks, microwavable heated bed socks. This talking about sexy. This is not.
Yeah.
And these you microwave them.
You put the socks right in the microwave, heat them up, and then put them on your feet.
Yeah.
I mean, that even sounds toasty.
Yeah. Yeah. I think tonight might be the night.
And they also make things with, what are they, like soybeans or something?
Well, that's different. That's
inside?
if you have a problem with your neck or your back or something.
Well,
and you need
but you
for
can
aches
use
and
it for
pains.
the same
You could,
reason.
you can. And then
Oh boy.
who bought me I think my daughter-in-law bought me these.
Yeah. Boy, look
Oh
at this.
boy, these are gorgeous.
It's like oh.
These are the real deal.
And does that go in the microwave?
These are
too?
microwavable boots. Yep.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, that's a few more pounds on me. They're heavy, but we're gonna try these again because I got
That's
those
the
a
new
little
version
late.
of the Uggs.
Yeah, good looking, huh? Good looking to keep warm. And then my spring
Oh.
wrap that I usually
Well,
use outside,
Yeah.
but I've been wearing it inside now when I'm chilly
You-
because it's thin enough and you can.
And you're a big fan of layering.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You put on a long sleeve t-shirt and
Yeah.
all, then you'll put a sweater over that, and then you'll put a jacket on and a scarf around it. Which
Yeah,
they
but
say
I don't-
that's the good way to do when you go out.
But I don't use just, yes, it is, but I don't use just well, yeah, sometimes I use a t-shirt as the first layer. But there's a couple companies that make very, very thin underwear, thermal underwear.
Yeah.
And it's really thin top. And you put a t-shirt over it or a nice blouse. No one knows you have it on. And it really does keep you warm. It's great for traveling. Wonderful. I love them. You don't subscribe to that because you don't get that as cold as I do.
No, and I'm more put on a nice sweatshirt or something, and then put a jacket or a parka or something over it.
But it's a lot.
like
It's very
couple
heavy.
layers.
If you did layers, you'd be more comfortable, I think. I don't know.
I think
But I'm never
that I don't do that is because as a child,
Mm-hmm.
I remember my mom used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Layer, put a t-shirt and then put another shirt on and then a sweater.
It was too
then,
much.
And then that little Michelin man type of a parka, and then they'd wrap a scarf
Well,
around
yeah.
it over your face and put on your mittens.
Well, if you're going outside, yeah.
And then they would pick you up and take you outside and set you in the snow, and you would just stand there like this, and you'd go.
I know my mom did that too. Like you couldn't move.
Yeah, you couldn't move your head. No, you just moved your eyes.
My mom did
from
that.
Side to side.
Yeah, you couldn't bend down and get any snow if you wanted to make a snowball because boy, if you did, your whole body just.
And when you were waiting for the bus to go to school, God help you if you dropped your book bag or something because you couldn't physically bend over in order to
you got into a bus? We had to walk.
Well,
we walked to school. Whoa.
Well, my grade school I walked to. High school was 5 miles away, and also we had to take a bus. But sometimes you'd stand on the corner in sub-zero temperatures, waiting for the bus to pick you up.
It's cold.
And we didn't have bus stops in those days.
No, I know.
We had trees, and you would get 12 people on the corner trying to hide behind the same tree.
Well, hopefully it wasn't raining and lightning under those trees.
No, that was, I mean, the wintertime it could be like a snowstorm.
No, I know, but I'm talking about springtime.
Yeah,
or summer.
yeah, springtime.
but I'm just thinking trees, standing under the trees. Okay, well, whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, there are favorite ways to stay warm. Some people like you there's more things that you can put in a microwave oven and all to heat in addition to a drink.
And my heating pad.
Heating pads.
Just plug that sucker in, boy.
And it goes from
the low to really
medium,
hot.
high to
really hot.
Burn your buns.
Yeah, but it's
get your southern fried.
Because we're not much on electric blankets either. A lot of people have electric blankets.
I remember having an electric blanket in college, but our issue is if we had an electric blanket, it would have to be a 2-zone blanket because you like to put it on high, and it's either on low or off. Even like in the car, we get in the car and the first thing you do is turn on the heated seats on high.
You got that straight.
Yeah,
but then I take it down, as we go on. No, I do, depending. It's great for back issues.
Yeah.
Back issues. But yes, so now the cars have 2 zones the last few years, and so it's great. You have your zone and I have mine.
You've got yours on 85 and I've got mine on 68.
No.
But the movie theaters now.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was great. We went last night.
Have heated elements.
Yeah.
In the
Did you use yours last night?
No, I did. You did.
I did. I figured it was there. Why not use it? Take advantage of it.
I use it in the car sometimes. And I also remember when I had to take my car in for service, and they gave me a loaner once, and it had a heated steering wheel.
I remember that.
And I thought, a heated steering wheel? That's silly. Boy, you get in a car and it's cold, and you put on a heated steering wheel, and boy, does that feel good.
It does. That was nice. Wasn't so bad, huh?
No, not so bad. So all of a sudden, that frivolous feature ain't so frivolous.
Well, anyway, we
another thing is very, very important this time of the year in order to stay warm, and that is to call your favorite heating and air conditioning experts.
And they are our favorites.
For us is No Sweat experts. And Roy Cook and his staff over there are great, great, great people. Don't wait until you get up in the morning and it's frigid in the house and you say, oh, the air conditioning, heating is not working. Don't wait until it. Get on a maintenance plan and they'll come out and check it out, because you don't want to get caught in a cold situation without the heat in the winter,
that would be
or the air conditioner
that
August
would be just as bad
in
too.
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
call your heat air conditioning people.
Yeah, it's very important. You need those.
And stay warm.
Yeah.
And sometimes, do you also find that sometimes you bundle up and you leave the house because it's 20 something outside, but you get in the car and within 3 to 5 minutes you turn the heater on in the car, and now it's nice and warm. And then you drive over to wherever you're going and you get out of the car, and it's only a minute or two to go into like the grocery store, and it's heated in the grocery store. Now you have bundled up for the elements outside that you only spend a few minutes.
So you take your jacket off and you put it over the cart. You don't do that.
I don't.
I can't stand the sweat. I just want to be more comfortable when I have to do that.
So for that reason, you have to get the large cart instead of the small one, because you've got to be able to put your
I do anyway. I very rarely get the small cart. But it's the times too when you bundle up and you're going out, you're going to be out all day. And by the time here in Texas that it hits noon, the Eskimo jacket comes off, the gloves come off. Now you're dying and you're thinking, what was I thinking?
Right. Or if you're out in the evening and you go into the theater and it's still light out and all, and it's nice, it's balmy.
Yeah.
And you walk out of the theater and there's like a 25-mile-an-hour wind. The temperature has dropped 20 degrees and you're wearing that little lightweight
Right. It
zip
works
up,
the other way.
and you got to walk to the other side of the
Right.
parking lot.
Right.
But you have to anticipate that stuff.
Well, you have to look at
folks.
the weather.
You have to look at it, which the other thing is the apps on your phone, that
Yeah.
there are weather apps that you could follow.
Yeah, I look at them hourly, like what it's gonna be when we
I-
go out, when we come home, whatever.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
if you have Alexa, I don't want to say it too
No,
loud.
don't say too loud.
You ask her what the temperature is and what's the forecast. You
I
know,
don't trust her. I like the weather.
well, that's
Weather
just
app,
it.
weather.com,
She's
weather-
there for guidance and all, and you say, "Yeah, are you kidding?"
Yeah.
It's
I-
like me with the navigation in the car. You know, it tells me to turn right at the next corner. I know I don't want to turn right. I want to go straight ahead.
So why have guidance?
Well, it's because just like with the opposite Saxes,
You don't-
sometimes your guidance is different from my guidance.
Yeah, but guidance is a little different than asking you know who for the weather.
Well, one thing is we hope that we give you a little guidance every week here on Opposite Saxes. And
little.
Hope you'll go out and join us again next week. And until then, stay warm
Stay
and toasty.
warm. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Bye.